Hello dears, how to 5 steps to in this video we are talking about 5 steps on how to build balanced empathy, right? 5 steps on how to build balanced empathy, right? Empathy is a crucial leadership trait, but excessive empathy can have significant negative impacts on the leaders, on their subordinators, and also organization as a whole, right? Okay, how to balance the empathy, right? Number one, how you balance the empathy: seek and develop the constructive feedback. Constructive feedback, that's number one. Number two, implement coaching and mentoring. Implementation, coaching and mentoring, right? Number three, develop emotional intelligence. Develop the emotional intelligence. Okay. Number four, practice self reflection and awareness. Number four. Number five, build support network. Build the support network. Let us see, when you come underlining the cause of excessive empathy in a leaders and practical strategies, how can you balance the empathy? If you say on 3 pillars, say desire for approval, personal insecurity, and unsupportive past experience. These leaders might overcorrect by being excessively empathetic, right? So, how can you develop that one? How can you get rid of it? Okay, I'll explain you. There are 6 setups, 6 concepts, right? 6 steps, you can say. How to get rid of harsh and unsupportive past experience. Let us see. Number one, set clear boundaries. Number one, set clear boundaries. Number two, develop assertiveness skills. Develop assertiveness skills. Number two. Number three, set realistic expectations. Set realistic expectations. Number three. And number four, leverage decisions and making frameworks. Leverage decisions and making frameworks. Number four. Number five, practice self-care and stress management. Practice self-care and stress management. You can practice. Set clear the boundaries of your organization, right? Develop the assertiveness and skills. You have to develop your skills and set realistic expectations. Expectations you have to create, and practice self-care and the stress management. That is very important, right? And on the other hand, focus on team empowerment. Focus on the team empowerment, also very important, right? Okay, when we go to the personal insecurity, the insecure leaders may actually can be overcompassionate by being overly empathetic, right? And hoping to build a rapport and the trust. How can you do that? There are 6 contents also. Okay, number one, implement mindfulness and the stress reduction techniques. There are mindfulness and the stress reduction techniques. What are those? I will explain you in later videos. Okay, and you have to set realistic goals and the celebrating achievements. Achievements you have to celebrate like that, and focus on strength of your strengths. Also, practice visualization techniques. Visualization techniques you have to practice. How do you visual on your success? And also adapt a growth mindset. That's very important. Adaptation of the growth mindset, right? And number 6, cultivate a positive self-image. Cultivate the positive self-image. Also very important. Okay, when it comes to desire for approval, actually the leaders will see to be liked by their team members and their disapproval conflict, right? You have to that's also you have to make it on the 6 setups. What are the 6 setups? Utilize behavioral conditioning techniques. Number 1, utilize behavioral conditioning techniques. Okay. Number 2, practice boundary settings. Practice the boundary settings. Okay. Number 2. Number 3, focus on strategic empathy. Focus on strategic empathy. Number 3. Number 4, focus on self-compassion and self-acceptance. Focus on self-compassion and self-acceptance. Those things we have to learn actually by the leadership management and these things. And build confidence and self-efficiency. Build confidence and self-efficiency. That depends on the environment and that depends on the industry, how you are and who you are depends on. Right? Depends on your character. And at last, implement clear goals and metrics and personal mission statements. You have to implement your clear goals. What are the goals that you will do? Right? Clear metrics and the personal mission statements. Personal mission statements you have to create up by yourself. Then only you can have this desire of approval if something, right? So this is how it goes. And I was talking today the 5 steps on the how to balance the empathy. Okay, this is all about my video. See you by another great video. Bye bye.